Hi, I'm Karthik. Welcome back to my MarkTech channel. In this video, I'm going to explain you about website hosting. Managing website, creating website. You can use like websites can be like a simple or single page website, like a funnel or like a multi-step funnel. We can do it in ClickFunnels or Go High Level, or you can create an actual website in Wix. uh, that's a little more advanced. Is like we can buy a domain and host our website through a hosting provider. The popular One of the popular hosting provider is Hostinger. This is like an intermediate level for like much more advanced for millions of pages and huge database. You have to go for the cloud-based solutions like Amazon easy to instance, those kind of things. For this topic, let me stick with the Hostinger, as it will provide the intermediate level website hosting to manage your multiple needs. Say the one you can buy a domain from a domain registrar like Google Domains, and once you buy the domain, you have complete access for it. First, let me I give you details about the hosting, and then I will explain you about how to connect between the hosting provider and the domain registrar to get your website up and running. Say once you log in, you can choose the desired plan. You have to come to hosting, and this is where all the things are placed. And you can create subdomains. You can add like multiple domains for you can add like you can add multiple websites with a single hosting provider itself. And you can have a SSL certificate, and you can configure a CDN, and they will defaultly operate a managed WordPress solution. So you don't have to worry about much about the so you will get access for the PHP MyAdmin, and like a file manager where you can store your files, and store your files and images and other assets you may wish. And you can connect with the GitHub for version management, and all those things are covered in the hosting. It's like a simple solution for multiple needs. And you can have a SSL certificate to have to create a HTTPS website, those kind of things. Let's go get into important ones first. And cache management and all cron jobs are all like advanced topics. I will try to cover as much as possible in this. First thing first is like once you buy a domain, and once you purchase a hosting plan, you have to come to DNS zone editor, and get your name servers records from here. And once you get the name server records, you can just go back to these are like the things configured: CNAME, MX records, all the A record, and all those things for mailers, and all the other things we can configure here. Once you have it, you can just copy the name server, and then go back to your hosting provider. In my case, it's a domain registrar. In my case, it's Google Domains. A default name server would be like it will point to the Google Domains name server itself. For all you have to do is you have to go to custom name server, and then click manage name server, and copy. There will be two entries, NS1 and NS2, and you just copy, place it, and save it. An important thing to be noticed here is, once you configure custom name server, the default name server settings where you will configure the regular A records, C name records won't work here. You have to configure all those things in the hosting provider only. In my case, it's Hostinger. The name servers to make entries in the hosting provider can be copied from the left side panel here, from the hosting tab. And we have covered this three topics and almost four topics. Now I will go show you the balance things, like how to install WordPress. Yeah, WordPress installation is simple, and you have to just click the WordPress here, and once you click on it, I will be asked to configure administrative username, password, and all other things. And once that is done, you can just go and just click install. This will install the WordPress under your website. This would take a little bit of time. Let it take its own time. Let us cover the other topic. What if you have some other PHP developed website and you have a web developer who can manage those things? You can just ask him to load all those things. Yeah, the test blog is ready, and you can install the SSL certificate here, and you can speed up the content delivery, like the assets delivery, like the images and other things, with the Cloudflare CDN also. And yeah, let's cover the other topics. And if you have a PHP website, you can ask the PHP developer, or if you know PHP, you can just go to the file manager here. Under hosting, you can see the file manager. File manager, and once you click on it, you will be shown like this kind of things, and all your files has to be go into this public HTML thing. And there will be like two things. One is like you can create an application folder and upload all your model controller view files, and there will be a common header where navbar header footer, where you can configure Google Analytics tag, so you don't have to copy and paste in each and every page. This will load on default, and all your other assets like the images and all other things you can upload. You can use a folder under public HTML. You can name it whatever as you wish, but for the sake of easy convention, just go to content, and under that content you can just click the gallery, and you can upload all your assets here itself. It's a drag and drop builder available, so you can just copy select the record files and upload it here. In case if you want to have a huge website, you can upload it through FTP also. Hosting a Hutch plan offers that to FTP accounts also. And other major things are like the cron jobs and periodic backups, and PHP MyAdmin. Yeah, I forgot that important topic. PHP MyAdmin is like the web interface for creating table, your database, and connecting with that, and managing your tables and all those things. Hostinger offers PHP MyAdmin on default, and you can just click on the PHP MyAdmin, and then you can create your database, and you can connect with your database either through PHP MyAdmin, and then create tables as you wish, and you can query those tables with your PHP files, and show the data to the customer, to the website. And two other important topics are like, one is like the cron job. Cron job are like automated tasks. You can tell Hostinger to run at this specified time, and this will run and update the website or update the data accordingly. The installed WordPress website is now ready, and you can just go and publish your content. By This is the sample default page, and you can just go and configure your WordPress website by logging into the WPN, and you can install plugins and manage all your content delivery through the WordPress website. And regarding the cron jobs, yeah, you can set appropriate time and how frequent it has to run, whether it has to run on all days or like only on the weekdays, and how and all those settings can be configured like once an hour. All those things it will offer, like it's like any cron job or the task scheduler you use in Windows, but it runs on cloud, so you don't have to worry about the system up or down kind of thing. And the other key thing is like the just to recollect you, the PHP myadmin, once you click on it, it will ask for you have to create a user there, root user and password for that to allow you to log in into the PHP myadmin. And once you are done, you can create a table, and you can query the table here itself through the visual builder, or like you can query through your PHP model files. And that's it. And the final thing before wrapping up, I have to show you the files backup. On default, higher plans offer like daily backups, and there are like two backups. These are like very key thing if at all you are migrating a website, or you can moving to some other hosting provider, that or you have to keep a backup of your files. All your hard work will be for your website has to be backed up. And you can every see here the different backups hosting here has automatically made. You can just click selected and click it, and next step you can download those data. In the same way, you can just select the database backups and select the appropriate backups for database. That would be a zip file, that would be minimal only. The asset file would be the larger size. You can just download it, and you can upload it for in the hosting it very easily for your future use. I hope this is completely clear for a ready-made website, or like for a much more advanced customized website and WordPress setup. These are all the steps you have. You can keep a note of, and you can make your website up and running, and then you can do wonderful stuff with your website. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing my channel.